So today I am going to share a few tips for newly wedded couples. Some things you can do to help your marriage relationship. The first thing you need to know is that a new couple, they need their space and they need their privacy. They need their time together. Because I keep seeing couples make this mistake where you have just finished your marriage, then you pack your things into the man's house, okay, into the man's family house. I've done this video before and it generated a lot of reaction where people felt that it's okay for newly wedded couples to live with their parents. Well, do what works for you. But one thing I know is that scenario always backfires. A couple, they need their privacy. And if you want to go by the Bible, which many people read in Africa, in Nigeria, it also tells you that the man is going supposed to leave his father and mother, you know, and start a new home with the wife. Okay, so if you need to really apply that scripture, because it looks like the only part of the scripture that men enjoy to read is submission. Every other thing that has to do with their responsibility, um, towards the woman, they just don't want to read that part. You're supposed to leave your people and start a new home with your wife. So what that means is that you're supposed to leave your parents' house. You're supposed to leave, if you were sharing an apartment with your siblings, you're supposed to leave that place, okay? And go and get an accommodation for you and your woman to start your family. And it's so important, because that privacy, that time is required for both of you to start bonding and to start developing your own family values. You see, all that thing you guys did during the courtship time, all that was game, okay? Nothing has really happened during courtship. It's good to do all the questions, conversations, getting to know the person, making those decisions and all those plans, which a lot of people don't even get to do. But by the time both of you start living together, there's a whole lot of bonding that is required. So you need your time, you need your privacy, and that's why it's so important for you to have your own accommodation. It doesn't have to be a very big space depending on your budget, but it's very important. There is no excuse why a man will marry a new wife and take him to their father's house. If you believe that, I'm sorry. Um, I don't think that you're man enough to pick a wife to leave to marry if you're still living with your parents' house. Take it to anywhere you want to take it to. But your pastor said so, your relation said so. Until you have found your own space, there is no need for you to marry. So that's the first thing. I think that people start their problem when they start allowing a lot of people in that new relationship. You really need to give the couple room. If you have been living with your brother before he got married, yeah, like I said, it's either you find another accommodation or the man should find another accommodation where he can start building the new home with the new wife. Because in this environment where everybody, the people you were living with they are now going to, meet your wife, they will start judging her. Nigerians were very judgmental. You're going to start judging her cooking, you'll start judging her greeting, the way she greeted. She didn't bend her knee in this direction, she didn't bend her hand in this direction, and all those expectations you have of her. Please allow this man to really marry this woman. And also, the man, I think that the problem is always on the side of the men, because they are the ones that really don't draw these boundaries. They don't secure, they don't protect their woman. So as a man, that responsibility is for you, to make. You are the one who should draw the boundaries. You are the one who should protect your woman. In a lot of the cases, the men, of course, you're not too cut off from your family, but now you know that you brought in this woman into your life. You know the kind of family that you come from. You are the one to protect her from all these attacks, from in-laws, which we keep reading, we keep hearing every time. You have to really develop that maturity to, keep everybody where they should be. Keep your relationship with your people, keep your relationship with your woman, because she is the new person that has joined the family. You are the one who will help her to really adjust in the family. you know so you don't just leave her um, to be attacked by people. They keep attacking her. She doesn't have a child, she's not doing this right, she's not cooking right. Of course, it's when all of you are living in the same house with her, that's when you start checking the quantity of pepper she put in your soup, the quantity of salt, the meat that she cooked with, how she washes, how she cleans. It's none of your business. Please go to your own house. Or if you were living with him, brother, pack yourself and your woman to her private place, so that all these kind of issues, that happen in the first few years of a couple's life, you just avoid all these things. Because by the time you start your marriage with all these problems, now we've not even started your own issues between you and the woman. Because of course, two people that are coming together, they're going to have their differences, and they need to learn how to handle those differences. So by the time you bring in all these external people, you won't even know where your problems are coming from. So it's always very important to have your privacy, to have your time, have that house or room uh, to yourself, you know, that all these other people are not part of. Um, yeah, so that you can start building that relationship. So this is one thing that men need to really work on, how to start their marriages right, by protecting their woman through giving her that privacy, so that you can start that union on the right foundation. So I just said to share this point today. I would like to read from you. What do you think about this? Um, Women, what was your experience? When you married your husband, were you sharing the family house with him? And how did you cope with all that? So I would love to read from you. Thank you. Bye bye.